Hey, boys and girls, welcome to Pokemon Violet, with the end of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond officially at its end, and the fact that the time I'm recording this, the game literally just came out. I am very glad to say I'm so ready to see what's hidden behind the veil of the newest Pokemon game, since with every new Pokemon game comes with all new Pokemon to interact with, and mysteries to solve within every region's grand worlds. So, without further ado, I believe it's time we get to the show on the road and experience firsthand our adventure into the vast world of the Paldea region, and honestly, the world of Violet itself, because apparently Violet and Scarlet are slightly different. I'm not sure by how much, but I do know the Pokemon Professor is a huge difference between the two. Because apparently in Scarlet, you get, well, obviously a woman professor, but she kind of gives, kind of like a caveman-y vibe to her. That's kind of the vibe I get from her. And then for Violet itself, you get a male professor, but he kind of looks like the Giga Chad meme, I guess you could say. So, yeah, definitely interesting on that one. I don't know how much that's going to change our game. But I chose Violet for the reasons of some of the exclusive Pokemon that I saw, to be completely honest. And also, I just like the box art legendary for Violet more, in my honest opinion. So, honestly, let's get straight on into this, because this is going to be quite an adventure, nonetheless. And it looks like we're starting with an enrollment application for Yuva Academy. And honestly, we got our character all set. So, let's start on in and see what's going to happen here. Enrollment complete. Whenever you see now saving on the screen, your progress is being automatically saved. I'm pretty sure you turn off autosave, so technically not true, but let's see here. And I'll do a principal voice. Yuva Academy leading the way into the future while valuing all individuality. Interesting. Oh, also, I just saw the professor from Legends Arceus. That's interesting. Huh. Oh, hey, it's not actually timed for this cutscene. That's nice to see. It's time for you two to dive into the world of Pokemon. Huh. I like that, though, that it's not skipping me, because that happened with the original, for just in general for, just the last games for Sword and Shield. There were cutscenes where they would instantly skip you, or, skip over after a timed amount, so that's actually nice that you can choose when you want to go forward. So I'll definitely say that is definitely an improvement for the intro, at least. Director Clavel, head of Yuva Academy. Paldea is a sprawling region, bursting with lush nature and magnificent landscapes. Also a giant foggy hole that seems to be in the middle. I don't know if that's going to be anything, but that's kind of terrifying looking, to be honest. But, it also is, of course, home to the mysterious creatures known to us as Pokemon. They reside here, in great numbers, in fact. Okay. Wonder how many Pokemon are in the Paldea region, just because, obviously, I'm going into this game quite blind, since, like I said, by the time I'm getting to do this series is literally when the games are coming out. So, yeah, I'm definitely going in quite, with very little information. I do know a little of the Pokemon when it comes to the ones that were announced around this time, so obviously, Lechonk and stuff like that, Miraidon, Koraidon, I believe are the box legendaries names, and just a couple different things. But a lot of this stuff I haven't seen yet, so I'm quite interested to see what's going to happen. Pokemon can be found living all over, in the seas, in the skies, and even in all cities and towns. We humans coexist with Pokemon, as we both help one another to live and thrive. Yuva Academy is here to help you learn even more about these precious partners. Within our halls, people from all regions gather to study together. Ooh, that's an interesting looking Tauros. And as a Pokemon trainers, they have their Pokemon do battle, growing alongside them. Also, that person on the left keeps showing up. They definitely seem important. So that's an interesting looking Tauros, though. cool. I definitely like the coloration on that. While all robust curriculum of coursework helps all students draw forth their fullest potentials, it is within these halls that you will find your friends, your Pokemon. We faculty and staff at Juva Academy can't wait to welcome you with open arms. Okay, now that one, also I saw that, but I'm gonna let that one slide, just because it was funny. But, okay, so we got Miraidon here. Interesting looking Pokemon, but Pokemon Violet. Huh. Nice little intro scene here, too. Oh, hey, new flying birds already from the first cutscene here. Not bad. And because cutscenes in Pokemon tend to, you know, have dialogue in them, I won't be able to really leave in between cutscenes unless I fully, feel like we're not going to have to worry about any, kind of dialogue showing up. But, well, for this one, I'll make an exception. We'll just go through it with, obviously, first impressions on it and everything. But definitely a bunch of interesting things I'm already seeing here. Just because, this Pokemon's flying around like just in general, jet speed almost. But we also, another new Pokemon there too. So 2 different bird, regional birds for this, region. Huh. As well as, obviously, that flamingo-looking Pokemon too. Huh. Weird. But that's cool, though, that there's multiple birds that are actually in this region. Huh. I actually quite like that, though. But now saving, I definitely need to turn off autosave when I get the chance. Just because I already know how... Oh, hey, look! Applin! We used one of those. That's actually cool to see. He's a sticker on our little closet there. That's actually pretty nice. Honestly, I love that Pokemon. Definitely a pretty cool little apple dragon Pokemon to have back in Sword and Shield. But here we are, finally in. Before we go any further, let's make sure what kind of... Okay, thankfully, that was the first button I pressed. Okay, so obviously, probably text speed fast. Skip move learning, no, keep that on. Send to boxes, yeah, that's normal. Everything else looks good there. Autosaves is what I want to make sure is off, because I do not trust myself if the game randomly saves. Because when you're recording a game, you don't know what's going to happen. And also, before we go any further... Oh, hello. Okay, so some of these do things. Probably best not to use the camera at this time. Okay, so we have the ability to use a camera, apparently. I'm just making sure what buttons do. So we have a notice area as well as this camera button. Interesting. And then Y seems to... I'm wondering. Oh, look, okay, that's interesting. You can make, faces if you press the Y button. Or just different motions in general. And then other than that, I think that's all we really have at the current moment. But interesting. Also, gotta have the Switch. The system for when the game is around. Obviously, every Pokemon game has their different version. Obviously, the Switch with the Switch games, and then obviously every other game like the DS and stuff like that, or even the Wii in some Pokemon games. But let's see here. It's a new Nintendo Switch system. This one's got a bigger screen. Oh, it's the OLED version then. As well as, what was his name? I always forget the little turtle guy's name. But little books that obviously represent Violet Scarlet, which is kind of cool. Your mom built these shelves herself. They're neatly decorated with your belongings. Okay, well, let's make our way on down here, since we're now officially getting ourselves into a whole new region. And honestly, who even knows what kind of Pokemon we're going to end up finding here. Or, just in general, what kind of story we're going to get ourselves into. Because definitely seems quite interesting already. But we got ourselves a little Squobet. Gotta love seeing him. But that must be our mom then. Well, we have a completely different hair color, but that is completely due to the character customizer. Gotta like that, though, that you can completely change your character before getting straight into it, which is nice. And it doesn't seem like it's gender specific when it comes to the hairstyles either anymore. So if you want a long-haired male or a short-haired female, you can. It's actually really nice. And just you want to change your eye color, you can. You can do pretty much a lot from what I can see there. I don't know how for you are when it comes to customization, because obviously there's going to be clothing customization later, but definitely pretty cool though. But let's continue.
Good morning, Spooks.
Good morning. Nice to finally meet you.
Already in your uniform and everything. Well, it is your first day at your new school after all.
I wonder where we're transferring from, because it seems like we're not from this region if she's saying it like that.
I'm so excited for you. Still, you might want to cool your engines before you go racing out the door, though. The school contacted me and said you're just supposed to wait here a little while longer. Their words, not mine.
Okay, well, that doesn't really bother me. We can stay here.
Apparently there's something very important for your first day, and that still hasn't arrived.
And then, oh, ding dong, somebody's at the door.
Maybe that's the very thing we're waiting for. Spooks, get the door, would you?
Okay, yeah, we can definitely go do that. Also, a little Pikachu magnet up on the fridge there. Honestly, pretty homey, for sure. But let's definitely... Oh, hello, you were in the intro. So, based on the fact that I'm pretty sure it said you were the Academy's overseer / principal, it was good that I did that voice, because it actually matches the kind of air that I kind of get from this guy, just from what we saw of him. Do forgive the intrusion. Well, hello. Nice to meet you. Or I think it said specifically the school's director. Obviously, director is still principal. So, interesting. You are Master Spooks, yes. And that also proves that my voice was perfect, too. On behalf of the Academy, I must apologize for the late arrival of your enrollment documents. And also for my delay in introducing myself. Well, nice to meet you. You were called Clavel, from what we saw. Okay, or Clavel. Probably Clavel, that sounds a lot more right to me. I am the director of the Yuva Academy. You may call me Mr. Clavel. Okay, well, nice to meet you, Clavel.
The director, and he came in person to help my son with his first day.
Yep, apparently so, which is pretty nice of him, thanks. Well, I am responsible for the entire Academy, including any failures on its part. So here at last are the enrollment documents that should have already been delivered to you. Okay. Well, it's nice to actually see the parent character actually having a little bit more involvement with the, start of your adventure, which is actually nice. I'm already liking the new mom of the game, that's for sure.
Goodness, you really needn't have. Since you've come all this way, can I at least offer you a cup of tea?
No need to trouble yourself. Well, that's still nice of you to offer that, though. Spooks, I've got a thing or two to discuss with the director. Oh wait, no, that's her. Got confused for a sec.
Spooks, I've got a thing or two to discuss with the director here. Why don't you head back to your room and finish getting ready for school? You'll need your bag and your hat as well.
Okay, thanks. Okay.
Now, Mr. Clavel, you simply must join me for a cuppa. This way.
Cuppa? A cup of joe? Well, how can I refuse such a kind offer? That is a pretty nice offer, honestly. Well, she's definitely pretty nice, just in general, to even offer that to, a guest. That's actually really nice of her. But let's talk to him real quick before we go up to the room, though, just so we don't miss any dialogue.
Puffy Pop Spooks, go to your room and get yourself ready for school. You need your bag and your hat, too.
Okay. And what about you, Clavel? Is your room upstairs? No need to concern yourself with me. Go on. And plus, we'll get to know more of you once we get to the school, too. But yeah, definitely really cool in general with this game, for sure. But let's go make sure we go grab our bag real quick, since we're definitely going to need that for our adventure. And obviously, we saw it right when we got up, so it's pretty easy to find, it looks like. Ready to put on your hats and grab your bag? I believe so. So, let's get all dressed up, and let's get ready for our adventure, because we're pretty much, I think, set almost. since obviously we already are pretty dressed, it seems. And obviously, your adventure guide. You can press the X button to open the main menu. Select the save button from this menu to save all your progress you made on your adventure so far. When you open up your bag, you'll find some key items inside, including your adventure guide. Check it out whenever you want your to review handy tips, like these, that you receive along your adventure. Okay, cool. And we now have our bag, though, too. So it's got picnic items, okay. I did hear about that, I don't know how these work, but noted. We have our key items, medicines, pokeballs, battle items. Looks like everything else is the same, but TM materials, what? TM materials? Now that's interesting. Okay, so we have two new bag items. The picnic items as well as TM materials. That's interesting. Well, we're all ready, I think. So, let's let her parent know, or her mom, and also let Clavell know.
How to see you? All ready for the big first day?
Yep, I think I am. Yes, the uniform, full of all storied academy suits you quite well indeed. Yep, I think it does, honestly, it's pretty cool. Oh gracious, how very careless of me. I had entirely forgotten that I've something else for you, Master Spooks. A most important thing, of course. Most important thing, you say? But your living room is hardly the place for it. Would you care to follow me outside? Okay, yeah, we can go outside. What do you want to show me? Because it sounds pretty important if we have to be outside for it.
I wonder what this important thing might be. Let's follow the director out and see, shall we?
Okay, well, let's go on out there. Before we go out, let's talk to the mom real quick.
I wonder what this important thing might be. Let's follow the director out and see, shall we?
Okay, yep, let's definitely go and see. So, out we go. So let's see here, or out we pop based on what our mom says. But let's definitely see what's hiding out here, because Clavell is definitely very interested in being outside for this next part. So, nice little house too. Very, very cool looking, honestly. Very colorful too. Definitely like that. Right then, dear Pokemon, time to come out of your Pokeballs. Okay, so I'm guessing, yep, that's gotta be, our starters. So, so the professor's not giving us the starters in this game. Now that's very interesting. And we didn't even see the professor even in the intro scene. Huh. So is the professor not as important in this game? Compared to the other... Maybe that's why there's two different professors in the two versions. Unless maybe we'll have more of a reason later for that fact. But that's still weird, though. Huh. We provide each student entering the academy a Pokemon of their own. I'll ask you to choose which among these three you'd like to have as your partner. Okay. Sprigatio, the grass cat Pokemon. Okay. Obviously a grass cat. And then we got good old Fuecoco. I know his name. Fuecoco, the fire croc Pokemon. Obviously Fire Crocodile. Kinda like him. Although he's standing on 2 feet, so technically crocodiles don't really do that. I think they can with help, but yeah, for the most part. Not yet, but he does look like a crocodile, just from the face. But here we go, our last one, Quaxly. I'm Quaxly, the duckling Pokemon. And he's very pompous, it seems, based on the fact that he just said pomp. They're all very good company. Why? They usually refuse to even leave my side. Okay. They all seem to want to be my Pokemon, that's for sure. What's this? So it turns out they're more interested in you, Master Spooks, than familiar old me. Because they know they're going to be definitely getting ready for an adventure if they were to join me. I do wish I could stay and see which one you'll choose, but I must be off to my next home visit. So another new student. Okay then. I'll be at the house just over there. Take your time with your decision, then come find me once you're mind is made up. Okay, we'll definitely let you know. Now if you'll excuse me, until next we meet. Okay, until next we meet, buddy. But nice to meet you, Clavel. You seem pretty nice.
What a mannerly fellow the director of yours is.
Yeah, he seems pretty well-mannered.
These three are all lovely, but you need to choose just one, right? Not an easy task, of course.
Yeah, true.
Why not take this opportunity to walk about with these little ones and get to know them?
That is definitely worth a shot, and maybe might, it could sway our choice. I have an idea of who I want to start off with, but I'm not going to say until we obviously can choose. But maybe it could. I'll let you guys know if it does sway my choice, if we see anything interesting from them.
I'm sure they have lots to teach you. But before you go, I got you a little something to celebrate your big day. Take it with you if you're going out on your own.
Okay, what are you giving me? Oh, you obtained the Rotom phone. Oh, so I'm guessing that's why it said we couldn't take camera pictures yet. We didn't even have a phone yet. That's interesting. You put the Rotom phone in your bag's key item pocket. I'll definitely take it. The Rotom phone, the latest model smartphone, a Pokemon called Rotom lives within it, and it can be used to run all sorts of handy apps. Okay, wonder what kind of apps. I don't know. Could be like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, where the Pokewatch was able to have like HMs and stuff like that, and other useful, just random things. But it sounds like, obviously, if you can download new apps, it could come very, very useful, depending on, obviously, what it can do.
It's a brand new phone. According to the instructions, you can check the map by pressing the Y button.
Thanks for breaking the fourth wall there.
It'll help you keep you from getting lost, so take good care of your new gadget, okay?
Okay, thanks.
So off you go. Have fun.
Unless the Rotom phone has Y button on it, which would be kind of funny if it did. But here we go. Head to the house down the way. Ooh. So it even lets you know about, like, just in general, you could set up, apparently it looks like we could set up waypoints too, okay. But it lets you know what to do via, like, kind of like a general idea on the top of the screen, which is interesting. Your Rotom phone. The handy Rotom phone is a popular item used throughout the Paldea region, adding apps to give its trainers access to a variety of useful functions. The Map app. Using the Map app, you can find useful information about the Paldea region. If you move the map cursor over your own icon, then move the right stick from the side to side, you'll rotate your own view along with the map. Handy for getting yourself oriented. Okay. Setting destinations, you can use the left stick and press A to set your destination. Okay. I'm gonna make a little bit of these, obviously I'm gonna break it down a little bit because some of this stuff's obvious. Flying taxis, so they kinda have the Corviknight taxi still, but it looks like the new Pokemon, that one that obviously looks like a parrot in different colors too. Interesting. The flying taxi service can take you to some places you visited before. Places that you can fly to are indicated with a feather mark. Try taking flights. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, there's a new Pokemon right here. That's interesting looking. It looks like is that a spider? Huh. I might actually grab you. You look interesting looking just from a general view of you. Huh. And we can also zoom in apparently, but not by much. We can also zoom out. Wow, okay. So I'm guessing this is the academy we saw. I'm not sure what these... They seem like lighthouses. I'm not sure what the lighthouses do, but we'll note that. And apparently the big hole in the middle is right next to the academy. Huh. Okay then. Weird. But cool though. I'll definitely say that one. But, okay, so we definitely want to set over here. So set our destination. And let's see here. Visit to the neighbors. Take the Pokemon that you were entrusted with on a walk. And then meet Director Clavel at the house down the way. The first day of school. Okay, well, now we know where to go. And obviously I don't think we have any Pokeballs, so there's no reason to go over to where Buizel is, or whatever that seems like a spider or a tarantula. But definitely, obviously, we don't have anywhere we can go. Oh, Sprigatio saw something. What are you doing? Or just let me know that you wanted to look at something? Okay then. Interesting. So I guess they're just looking around, just having fun. It's cool that we can walk around with all of the starters, though. Oh, he wants to look over here. We'll take a look, Quaxley. Pretty nice looking. Nice open ocean, too. Who even knows what kind of Pokemon are hiding in there? But, honestly, looks like we can't run yet, which is a little unfortunate. But, Cabo Poco. Interesting. So this is where we're at. Oh, there we go. Now we can run. And it looks like we got some people we can talk to. This is Cabo Poco. It's not much. Just a little pinch of community. But it's home. Yeah, it definitely seems homey. I can definitely say that one. As well as another guy over here. Power Science is amazing. If you connect with friends, you can head out on adventures together. Up to 4 of you at a time. I was hearing that. That sounds really cool. And obviously, my friend group is about 4, so I can literally do my whole friend group there. I'll be honest, my main friend group right there is indeed 4, and you guys have met them before. Obviously, Ender, Silent Storm, well, he goes by 2 names, but you also have Kraken, and then you also have Midnight. But honestly, just in general... Ooh, hello. Oh, there's a beam of light coming out of the Pokeball. I don't know if I'll ever do any of that, because I don't know if they'll... I know Kraken would probably play this game, but we can get ourselves free items just from looking around for nice little glowing areas of light. Before we go any further, does any of our... Oh, a new button. Okay, outfit. Okay, cool, we can... I think we can already change our outfit. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have, because we might have something I might like better. And obviously, yep, winter definitely works there. I was gonna say, usually I wear winter clothes because I always wear sweaters, or jackets, and just hoodies and stuff, so winter always works for me. So, cool, that actually looks pretty cool. I like that. And then, I like the black socks already, so I don't think we need to change that. So we can either have boots. Oh, that actually fits better with this, this one, so I like that more. School gloves, don't think we need any gloves with what we're wearing. And the current moment, we can take a look at them. Let's see what color they are. It really depends. Blue and yellow, it matches the shirt on the inside and the tie. But I'm gonna say no on that one. So, let's see here. What else do we got? A brown backpack, or we can have a canvas backpack, which is beige. That's actually pretty good. I like that. And then we have the school hat we're wearing. We can obviously take it off if we want to, for no headwear. But I always wear hats, so might as well, since we can match ourselves. And actually is really close to the color that I'm wearing right now, because it's a black hat underneath the skull cap. And then obviously the skull cap on is white, so that's actually pretty interesting. And based on the fact that that's the Bolthound symbol from Sword and Shield, I'm guessing Bolthound's in this game. Okay. And then we also have another school helmet. And yeah, not wearing that one. That gets rid of my hair completely. But horn-rimmed glasses. I think if I were to put glasses on this character, I think it would kind of not really work, because it would kind of block the eyes a little bit. It's kind of good, but honestly, it's a different type of glasses than I wear, so I might as well just keep what we have. And then it seems like that's all we can do at the current moment. But not bad. I like that. And then obviously we'll keep everything we have, because there's no reason to change any of it, I think. Since I like obviously, the look of my character at the current moment already. Because obviously I did the customization before we got in. So I'm gonna keep what we have. But, okay. So would I like to go with this outfit? Yes, I would. Okay, cool. So you can change on the go. You don't have to go to any clothing store to change your clothes. That's really nice. I like that. But let's go meet Clavel over here. Let's see what's going on. Since, obviously, we told him we'd meet him over here. Interesting little building, though. It's not the academy, so I'm kind of curious why he wanted to go here, of all places. Good old Quaxley. It's okay. So we got our little water duck having some fun in the water. Little cat can obviously control the nature. And we got a little Fuecoco, seemingly what seems to be an apricot, I think. Because obviously that's what they eat, but little guy. And it looks like it's that one girl from the intro, too, is here.
Are these three's trainer?
Okay, that was actually hard to say. Not quite. Master Spooks has yet to make his choice, you see. Okay, I need to be on my toes. But, I do wonder which one of them he would choose as a starter. Honestly, I'm probably gonna go with my main choice still. Even though Fuecoco is still pretty cool. I guess it kind of spoiled Fuecoco is not gonna be it in the current moment. But Fuecoco would be a second pick, though. I will say that. For sure. Just because he has... And he's definitely funny, just based on his old face.
Bring us. We haven't met, have we?
No, we haven't, but I hadn't seen you in the intro. And you got that very noticeable green strand in your hair, too. And a little red gauntlet-looking thing. So, you're definitely noticeable. I must say, I wasn't expecting to see you here quite so soon. Honestly, I'm surprised about that one. There was nowhere else for us to go.
Hang on, Director. Is this who I think it is?
Yep, probably. Yes, this is All Academy's newest student, Master Spooks. He will be attending as of today. Yep, I definitely will. Although we still haven't seen the university other than the intro. But it looks cool from what we saw.
So you're the kid who was moved up in the road?
Yep, that's us.
I've been dying to find out more about you.
Well, that's nice to hear.
I'm Nimona. Normally I live in the school dorms, but home is here. What do you say, new neighbor? Wanna be friends?
You could say no, that's mean. That's so mean. We're gonna go with yes, obviously, because that's just mean. But it's funny that you can select that. I wonder what she would say if she would say that, but I'm gonna say yes, obviously. Since she seems friendly.
Love that enthusiasm. We're gonna get along just fine.
I think she's our rival in this game. Or, obviously, friendly rival. I don't know if there's gonna be a regular rival, because there was one in Sword and Shield with Bebe. Or Bede. But, definitely, just in general, there could be. I don't know. I didn't look too far ahead. Like I said, I only saw what the Pokemon Company dropped, and none of the leaks that ended up happening before the game's release, because, yeah, that apparently happened. But, yeah, I tried to stay away from the leaks so I didn't get spoiled on anything, thankfully. But, let's continue, though. Miss Nimona is president of our student council and a champion-ranked trainer in her own right. Champion-ranked trainer, you say? And also almost spoke in her voice for Clavel there.
I absolutely love Pokemon battling. In fact, we should battle right now. You and me.
Well, I don't have a Pokemon, so that can't happen. Easy now, you two will be in the same class, so you'll have plenty of time to battle later. Well, it's good we're friends, because we're in the same class. That's good to hear. So you'll have plenty of time to battle later, and get to know one another better, of course. Okay, well good.
We're gonna be, neighbors and classmates. Nice. We'll be able to battle all we want.
Okay, well it's good to hear. On that note, Master Spooks. Okay, I'm guessing it's time to choose. Okay. Have you decided which of these Pokemon you would like to be your first partner? Okay, first partner? Honestly, we already said that Fuecoco was a second pick, so it's between Sprigatio and Quaxly, and I'm gonna go with my heart with the Pokemon that I saw first, that I wanted to pick at the very first time that I saw all three starters in the very first trailer, and it's gonna be Quaxly, because he reminds me of Donald Duck, and that's my honest reasoning. So, I'm picking him. But, hello, little guy. You look pretty cool. Oh wait, no, that's her.
Oh, that's Quaxly, a water-type Pokemon. It may seem quiet, but its mighty streams of water can put out any fire you'll see.
Would you like to go with our good water-type Pokemon Quaxly here? Yes, I would. I'm gonna keep him. He definitely is a Pokemon that I like, just because his overall design is really, really, really cute. I like him. But let's take him. You chose Quaxley. Would you like to give Quaxley a nickname? Yes, but let's see here. Okay, so it is a male Quaxley, so we can choose what we want. Honestly, you know what? Because I did say he looks like Donald, honestly, he gives me Donald from, Kingdom Hearts vibes. I didn't get to play very far into the, Kingdom Hearts series. I wanted to save it for you guys at some point, so that's the secret series I've been planning on, and I accidentally kind of spoiled it because of that, but, it'll happen eventually. It's not going to happen soon, because I have other games I want to work on first, but he gives me Donald Duck vibes from Kingdom Hearts. I don't know why, but I'm definitely going to say let's go with him. So, we'll name you Donald. So, welcome to the team, buddy. I think my second choice would be Panchito, which is the, obviously Donald's friend from the Three Caballeros. But I think Donald will fit him better, just because the coloring fits more of Donald than it would a Panchito, because Panchito's red. So, honestly, I feel like that name's a little bit better. Quaxley seems to have taken quite a liking to you, Master Spooks. He definitely has, it seems. He was sitting on her little arm there for a second. This is your first Pokemon, yes. Please raise it with love and care, of course. And, of course, be sure to keep it tucked safely inside a Pokeball at all times, is what I'm gonna guess he means by that one. So I'm guessing we can't run around. Well, I'm pretty sure we can, because there was a trailer where you can run around with your Pokemon, but I'm not sure how it's gonna work. Because I don't think it's like, it follows you always, or something like that. But, well, maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Because you don't unlock that until, obviously, later in the game for Brilliant Diamond, once you get to the little park there, and they let you walk around with your Pokemon, like, from there on out. So, who even knows if it's a certain point in the game, or how it works with that. But, noted just in case, because we'll eventually run into it. Because I will say that was in the trailer.
Spooks, I can't believe you actually chose Quaxley.
You're surprised?
I mean, like, way to make the perfect choice for you. You two make such a good combo.
Yep, I already like her. She's friendly.
Oh, can I choose one of these Pokemon too, Director Clavel?
I wonder if she's going to choose the one that's weak to us or strong against us. Because lately with, like, friendly rivals, they usually choose the one that's weak to you. But with normal, like, the regular rivals in the past games, it chose the one that was strong against you. But I'm kind of curious what you'll end up choosing. But did you not receive a Pokemon when you entered the Academy, Miss Nemona?
Not back then, no. I had other Pokemon I was focused on raising at the time. But now I want to raise a new Pokemon alongside Spooks, while he raises his own new partner.
And we did see she had a Tauros in the intro, so that's probably one of her Pokemon she was training. Indeed, a rather splendid idea. If you wish to raise one of these Pokemon on equal footing with Master Spooks here, I shall be more than happy to allow it. Okay, so she's getting her starter too here. That's cool.
Yes.
Well, that's good to see. Lucky you.
Since Spooks chose Quaxley, I'll go for this little one.
So she's picking Fuecoco, the Fire Croc. Cool.
Nice to meet you, Fuecoco. Welcome to the team.
He seems pretty happy about that, and I'm actually kind of happy about that too, because we get to see my first pick and my second pick. Interesting. But yeah, Sprigatio was one of my picks because obviously we've already had a cat starter. So that was honestly my reasoning. I think Sprigatio is cute, but the thing is Litten's already been a thing, so I didn't feel any reason to get a cat Pokemon. And the last time there was a cat Pokemon, it started standing up and doing fighting moves. Or, wrestling moves. But it was a dark type Pokemon. But, yeah, I'll keep, I'll definitely keep Quaxley. I like him most anyways. But I like the little strand of hair coming, or like fire hair coming from Fuecoco though.
Alright then. now that we've chosen our Pokemon, we have to battle, of course.
True.
I'll be waiting for you down at the beach. Come join me when you're ready.
Okay, we'll meet you by the beach then. Definitely a pretty nice rival, I will say that. She's definitely friendly. As you may have noticed, Miss Nemona is a tad overly fond of Pokemon battling. Yeah, she definitely loves it. I can definitely tell that one. But I do hope you'll join her for battle. It will help you get to know your own Pokemon as well. True. Definitely true. And, honestly, there's always going to be a Pokemon battle between every single rival you get your first Pokemon with, so let's be honest here. Oh, hey, Hoppip. As well as a teleport back to our house for the flying taxi. Cool, I'll definitely say that's pretty nice. And here's our first Pokemon Center, I'm pretty sure. So, looks like, okay, so this is called Mesagoza, and the Yuva Academy is like basically right next to this place. Or, it seems like it, based on the mapping. It could be very far for what we can currently see. But interesting though, nonetheless. Let's talk to Clavel before we run over there. Miss Nemona was hoping you would join her at the beach, wasn't she? She'd be ever so happy if you agreed to do a battle with her. True. We'll say hi to Sprigatio real quick, if we can. Nope, we can't. It looks like he's pretty upset about us not picking him. But we will go and grab this free Pokeball over here real quick, because literally no reason not to. Oh, free potion. I'll take it. 20 HP. Back for using one. Not bad. So, your free potion's literally right next to the area.
Over here.
Oh, that's interesting. She talked outside of a cutscene, or like being, talking to her specifically. That's interesting. I've never seen that happen in a game. But let's see how Nemona's doing, and let's do our first battle.
Anyone can be a Pokemon trainer as long as they have a Pokemon by their side.
True. But, Team Rocket doesn't seem to understand that one, because they don't actually, it's not, Meowth isn't their Pokemon, so technically no, but they do have their own Pokemon. But, yeah, technically. But, most trainers do have Pokemon, though, of their own.
And it's our duty as trainers to help our Pokemon grow stronger through battle. So, you ready to battle me, Spooks?
Sure, let's do it. I think I'm all ready.
Perfecto. I'm so excited for this battle. I think I'll use...
You'll use what? Miss Nemona. Oh, hello, Clavel. Looks like you want to watch the battle, it seems. Obviously makes sense. I trust you remember that Master Spooks is wholly inexperienced in Pokemon battling. How do you know that? I'm joking. Obviously, we're a new trainer in this game, so we don't get any of our battle knowledge from our previous, adventures or my decades of Pokemon at this point, but honestly, it's still funny, though.
Whoops. Good call, Director.
She was gonna send out her own Pokemon on us. Wow. Good. Thanks for reminding her, bud. That actually would have been terrifying.
I was about to send one of my usual partners right off the bat.
Wonder if it's that Tauros we saw.
I guess I'll take this chance to try out my new buddy instead.
Okay, so let's see what your new buddy Fuecoco can do. Because I'm pretty sure you won't send out more than... Well, actually, Hop sent out 2, didn't he? Or... I'm trying to think, because I feel like... Yeah, our first battle didn't have 2 Pokemon, but it was like a really lower level Pokemon. It was like Wooloo, wasn't it? So... She might have more than 1, but, let's do it.
Come on, Spooks. Let's have a fruitful battle.
Okay, let's have a fruitful battle indeed. So let's see what, you got with your little Fuecoco here. And also, nice little animation. You were challenged by Pokemon trainer Nemona. Okay, and Fuecoco, here we go. Honestly, already liking the battle style already.
You know this is your first Pokemon battle, so let's just have some fun.
Okay, well, let's have some fun indeed. And honestly, I started with a water-type move, so let's just go same type attack boost. No reason not to, right? And she might react to that, actually. Let's see. Nope, yeah, she did.
You must have been studying up. Smart move. Water is strong against fire.
Yep, it is. I know my Pokemon typings. I don't think there's any new typings in this game. But I do believe there's some kind of interesting thing with typing zone in this game that I don't fully understand, but we'll get into that later when they bring it up, because I don't really know how to explain it. So, yeah, there's definitely some interesting things with typings in this game that I wouldn't be able to explain until we, run into it, and the game will explain it by then. Or maybe I'll understand it later, but, yeah, definitely later we'll talk about that one.
Wow, not bad, neighbor.
Thanks. Ooh, 300 Poké Dollars. That's nice. So it doesn't, it saves your time by putting the Poké money that you get in the screen instead of having it be a selectable thing that you have to click through. That's nice. Saves a little bit of time.
Look at you for winning your first Pokemon battle ever. You've got even more potential than I thought. You're gonna be a strong trainer for sure. But now I want to try a different strategy. Let's go again. Just one more battle.
I don't mind. Yeah, we can do it. Oh. Looks like the level's getting in between there. Master Spooks and his Quaxley are surely very weary already from that last battle. Not really. We did pretty good in that last one. We can do another.
I'm sorry. I kinda got caught up in all the excitement.
It's all good. You don't need to apologize for that one. I wouldn't have minded another battle.
I'm really sorry, Spooks. Same to your Quaxley, too.
Don't worry about it, or let's battle again soon. I think she'll like this one more. Let's battle again soon. We'll give her hope of another battle.
We'll definitely battle more.
Well, good to see that you're pretty determined about that one. You two seem to be becoming fast friends, though you've only just met. True. Definitely true, but she seems like quite the friendly person. She probably has a lot of them. Can I count on you to take your new schoolmate here under your wing, Miss Nimona? I'm sure he can learn a great deal from champion-ranked trainers such as yourself.
You bet, sir.
Oh, that reminds me, since you're new to training Pokemon, there's an app you definitely need. You have a smartphone, right? Let me see it for a second. Okay, so I'm guessing we're getting a new app then? Yep, the Pokedex app has now been added to your Rotom phone. We didn't get it from the professor either. Huh. So the professor is not as big of a role than I thought it would be in this game. That's very interesting, because usually the professor is one of the first, important people you meet in these games. But we got our Pokemon from the director, as well as our Pokedex. That's odd. Huh. I wonder how late in the game you meet the professor then, if that's the case. Weird. But cool, I'll say that. We don't have to go anywhere special for a Pokedex. But the Pokedex is now on our Rotom phone. I'll take it.
The Pokedex will automatically register any Pokemon you catch.
Okay, thanks.
It's a must-have for Pokemon trainers, of course. It's super handy app. Our homemade teacher, Mr. Jack, actually made it himself.
Or Jacques, I think is how you say his name, Jacques. But probably gonna call him Jack a couple times on accident. Back in my day, we used ordinary papers and handwritten notes to compile all Pokédexes. It's quite the age we live in now. I always thought Professor Oak made the Pokédex, but that's interesting.
Filling out a Pokédex by hand? You can't even imagine how much work that would take.
That is something that happens in Legend Arceus. Apparently you have a little notebook and you write down all your Pokemon. No, I suppose you can't. But I think she meant, what they meant by that was the app specifically was made by Mr. Jacques. But it can be interpreted differently if you don't pay attention, though. I definitely will say that. Because I'm pretty sure Professor Oak made the Pokédex, based on what I understand about everything with Professor Oak. Because obviously, first Pokemon Professor you meet in any of the Pokemon games, as well as, they call him the Professor, the main Professor, whenever you go and meet him in another region. So, I'm pretty sure he did in fact make it, but I'm pretty sure the smartphone app is specifically Jacques, from what I understand. Yet no matter how much times we may change, the wonder of meeting new Pokemon never does. That is truly timeless pleasure. Yeah, true. And the more Pokemon that you encounter, the more you'll find yourself growing and changing. True, definitely true. I hope you will both work hard towards that goal of completing your own Pokedexes. We'll definitely try. Now, Miss Nemona, I do still have a few matters to discuss with you and with your parents, of course. Oh, so that's the house visit that he was talking about. So he's going to see her parents. Okay. Could I depend on you to see Master Swoops to the academy? Probably. I'm pretty sure she'll be happy to show us the way. You would be doing me quite the favor, of course. And you might get some brownie points with the director. You never know.
Of course. Leave it to me.
Then I leave him in your very capable hands. Okay, well, let's go on our journey, Nemona. Alright, little one. It's time for you. Time you and I were on our way. It looks like he's gonna be taking little Sprigatio with him. I don't know if that counts as his Pokemon. I don't know if we even get to battle with Director, but at the current moment, it looks like Sprigatio is definitely his. But the thing is, his professors do that in all the games. So, I don't know if we'll be fighting Sprigatio and maybe seeing its evolutions over the course of the game or not, but noted, though, that he does have it still.
Maybe I ought to make a little more time to work on my Pokedex along with all my battling. Oh, right. Speaking of Pokedexes, Swoops, you probably never caught a wild Pokemon, right?
Well, I technically have, but no, this guy hasn't.
I'll show you the ropes before I take you to the academy. Come with me.
Yeah, we'll definitely follow you then. Okay, she's definitely running off like Barry does in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. And, well, Diamond and Pearl. I don't know why I say Brilliant Diamond, but we did play Brilliant Diamond, so technically it still works, but it should be saying Diamond and Pearl, because that is the original name. But opening your Pokedex. Press the minus button to open the Pokedex app on your Rotom phone in a flash. You can also navigate to the Pokedex by pressing the X button from the map app. Okay, cool. So we can either open it directly. We should probably see what Quaxly's is real quick. Pokedex app. Battle or catch Pokemon to compile volumes in your Pokedex app with fancier covers for Pokemon you've caught. Open your Pokedex to view all the volumes you've collected on a digital shelf, and check out what rewards you can by by pressing the X button. Rewards. Okay. Habitats. You can press the plus button while looking at a Pokemon you've registered in your Pokedex, and you can check the Pokemon's habitat to learn more about where they can be found and when they're active. Explore different areas as you adventure and meet tons of Pokemon. Okay. Did not mean to do that one. But let's see your Pokedex from here. And then apparently we can check out a couple things here, but let's see these little... That's cool. We get a little picture of it actually in the wild. And actually he was showing us the ocean, so it's literally him showing us the ocean. That's cool. Huh. But let's see our details though. Quaxly, number 7. The duckling Pokemon. Its strong legs let it easily swim around in even fast-flowing waters. It likes to keep things tidy, and is prone to overthinking things. That's actually a perfect Pokemon for me, because I overthink things way too often. And that's happened in videos, so I have proof on that one. But cool. Okay. And then we obviously can look at his motions. Then we can also see habitat if we wanted to, but obviously he's a starter, so he's not going to have one. But still interesting. I'm not sure if you can find one in the wild at some point, because some games do have the ability to, like the Grand Underground, you can find starter Pokemon. I don't think you can find any of the main starters, obviously, but you can find like Pokemon starters for other regions in the Grand Underground and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So, definitely noted. But we also have this little Dratini fountain that I wanted to look at real quick. The Pokemon-shaped fountain is merely spraying water. It's cool. Any more freebies around here? Just curious if there is. Yep, there definitely is one. Let's go grab another Pokeball real quick. I like how you grab them too, by the way. You can just run, drive by, and grab it. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, an antidote. I'll definitely take the free poison, just in general to get poison off of us. Let's head back to... Oh, well, there's our mom. And Nemona as well. So, let's see how both of them are doing.
Coach Spooks, I hear that Nimona here will be taking you to school.
Yep, she will. Which is really nice of her.
Oh, that's right, ma'am. Leave it to me.
Also, we're short. I just noticed that. We're really, really short.
So you've already managed to make a friend?
Yep, definitely did. She's a pretty cool friend, too.
And I read all about the wonderful teachers you'll be looking after at your school. Plus so many handy facilities you can use, as much as you like, of course. And your new friend. Add in your new friend Nimona, and it sounds like your school's life is shaping up to be fantastic.
True. Definitely true there. But, it definitely seems like we'll be heading off here very soon.
Now you'll be staying in school dorms, so I want you to promise me you'll eat proper meals.
Oh, that's interesting. So we're moving to the school. Even though our house is still here, easily we can come back with a taxi. But that's interesting, though.
Here's a bit of spending money to start off with. I also packed a lunch for your first day.
Well, that's nice of you. You obtained a sandwich from Mom. That's pretty nice. You put the sandwich from Mom in your bag's key item pockets. Thanks. A dish made by sandwiching vegetables, meat, or other ingredients between two pieces of bread. It makes a fantastic meal when out on a picnic. I'll take it. Interesting key item, though.
Cool. Maybe you'd better take these two.
Take what? Oh, some potions. Thanks. You put the potions in your bag's medicine pocket. Thanks.
Use them on the precious little party of yours. Should he get hurt in battle?
Thanks. I'll definitely use those. Those are definitely going to come in handy.
I know every day in your new life is going to be full of exciting experiences. Far from home.
That's probably true.
Just try to savor them all. The good times and hard times too. But if you ever want to come back home, know your bed is always ready for you.
Yep, we'll actually probably come back at some point just to see if anything happens at the house. Just because I'm curious, because we could easily go back at any point, it looks like.
Oh, alright then. You two better be off, I suppose. Take care on your way to school.
Thanks, Mom. I'll definitely be heading off. We don't know your name in this one, because we learned it with, obviously the mom in Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl, or Diamond and Pearl, but it didn't look like we caught her name during any of that, so we don't have a name to give her, but she's pretty nice.
Your mother is so nice, Spooks.
True. And we also got a nice friend, too.
But I was going to teach you how to catch wild Pokemon. Come on, vamos.
Or Vominos. Okay, let's get on out of here then. Definitely interesting, though.
This way.
So we're definitely heading towards the area that looked like the Academy routes. So we're not taking any special way there, which is good to know. But follow Nimona. Okay, so let's definitely follow her around since she knows where she's going. But we'll definitely do all the, just in general, because obviously the first episode's always going to be, learning the ropes. So obviously we'll try and do all the learning rope stuff in today's episode. Even though, obviously, we're getting close to our normal time. So we'll do a little bit extra just so I want to be able to catch our first Pokemon, feel like we're perfectly ready. And when we catch our first Pokemon, I feel like we'll definitely be fair enough to end off today's episode, because I think that would be our full tutorial. So once we do that, we'll end off today's episode, and then obviously continue from wherever we leave off. But I want to see all what we can first before we end off, because I want to be done with the tutorial stuff after the first episode.
Alright. This here is Poco Path.
Poco Path, you say? Okay. And there's that lighthouse that we saw in the intro. So those are indeed lighthouses.
It's a path that leads to adventure for you and me.
Oh, hey, I see Fletchinder. As well as those little tarantula guys, and obviously I know the Pokemon in the middle, that's Lechonk. One of the very first Pokemon announced for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, so I should know that one. But, let's see here.
Here, things are different than in town. You're gonna see wild Pokemon out and about.
Which is pretty cool.
They'll be on the path and in the grass and such.
Okay, interesting. So, if I run in the grass, will wild Pokemon still jump me? Or is it specifically all Pokemon are going to be out in grass? Because if it is, that's actually interesting.
Get too close to one, and you'll have to battle it. But you've got Quaxley for that, right?
True.
And if you want to try to catch a Pokemon, you gotta use a good old Pokeball.
True.
I've got tons. Have a few.
Thanks. That's very nice of you. How many are you giving us? 5. Okay. Plus the one we started with. So we have 6. I'll definitely take it. But 5 Pokeballs have now been added to your Pokeball pack. And we got ourselves a little Lechonk to be our first Pokemon fight, or catch, technically. But,
but look. Time for some learning by doing. Try battling this Lechonk for, spooks.
Okay, let's fight off with a little Lechonk here. Little chunky boy. Okay. So let's see here. Obviously, throw X by to throw a Pokeball, deal damage, to make it easier to catch a Pokemon. I'm gonna summarize that because it's obvious at this point, and I don't really need to probably read that, but I want to explain it in a short amount of words for someone that doesn't understand Pokemon. So, deal a little bit of damage, get into red, you'll have the better chance of catching a Pokemon, then you want to throw a Pokeball. Or you can just throw a Pokeball for normal catch rates. So, pretty simple stuff. Let's go for same type attack boost, just to see what we can get out of that. Not bad. I'm gonna go for a pound, though, for our next hit, because you never know when you can crit on accident. I don't know if they're... Maybe they took out the crit for the first Pokemon fights. It might be the case, but I think we could have accidentally critted him, I think, at any point. But let's throw a Pokeball, and let's catch ourselves a nice little chunky boy. Because let's be honest here, because the Lechonk is definitely a chunky boy based on his namesake. So, got a Lechonk. Cool. We'll also get his Pokedex entry, too, for catching him. And we got 20 experience for catching him, which is not bad. Really good, decent experience. But number 10, Lechonk, the hawk Pokemon, and he's been registered. This Pokemon spurns all but the finest foods. Its body gives off a herb-like sense that bug Pokemon detest. So bug Pokemon don't like him. That's interesting. And weight of 22.5 pounds. And 1.8 in height. That's pretty interesting. Well, honestly, I'm just gonna go with an obvious name for him. Just because I feel like this could be a pretty good name for him. But we'll name him Chonkers. Because he's definitely a chonky boy. But Chonkers has now been added to your party. I'll definitely take him. And, we didn't see that before. Okay, so they were not lying. It is literally a album of books. So we actually have that's cool, like a collection of books for Pokemon entries. Now that's very cool for, just in general. I like that.
Hala, that was awesome.
Hala.
You caught the very first Pokemon you went for.
Yep. There's no reason not to, right?
And Crummy, when it comes to actually catching Pokemon, maybe you should give me tips.
Huh. So you're the one that kept trying to teach us how to catch a Pokemon, but you didn't know how? That's kind of funny.
Anyways, have some more Pokeballs just in case. Not every one catch works out.
Fair. Definitely fair. But 10 Pokeballs have now been added to our existing amount, so cool, we have 15 now.
We get the Pokemon and throw the Pokeball. Remember that and you'll be fine.
Definitely true.
Now go battle those wild Pokemon and catch some of them.
Okay, let's go and see what we can do. I want to see if, about that tarantula spider-looking Pokemon. I want to maybe catch one of those, just because it looks interesting to me. And maybe we'll end up using him for quite a bit of our adventure. I don't know if he'll stay, I don't know what kind of stats he's gonna have, but we'll definitely use him for a bit, if I like him. So, let's see here.
Let's meet back up at the lighthouse over there. You can see our school from the top.
Okay, noted. Thanks, Nimona. Battling against wild Pokemon. Pokemon will, you see wandering around in tall grass, caves, and elsewhere are wild Pokemon. When you run into wild Pokemon, a Pokemon battle will begin. You can also start a battle by looking towards a Pokemon and throwing one of your Pokeballs at it. By pressing ZR, try this tactic out in battle. Pokemon that are up in trees or flying in the sky. Okay, so we can throw our Pokeball and head to the lighthouse, obviously. Oh, hello. Okay, that seems different. Okay, so I pressed a different button than the ZR button, and it also threw him out, but he kind of ran off, though. So I'm guessing that's the thing where you can obviously have your Pokemon run around, so we already have it unlocked. Let's talk to Nemona one more time.
If your Pokemon are getting tired, I can heal them for you.
Well, I'll take a free heal. There's no reason not to, right?
And if you get really good at catching Pokemon, give me some advice. I'm not great at actually throwing the Pokeball part.
Aw, that's unfortunate. But definitely, I'll take a look around real quick. Oh, I already found him. So let's see here. We can look at him. I'm guessing, like in Pokemon Legends Arceus, we can maybe lock on. Yep, we can. Okay, cool. Level 2. Okay, that's interesting. I like that. So it's good that you can lock on to a Pokemon. I don't know if there's going to be Pokemon that are taller than others, but definitely nice. But his name is Tarantula. So he's a tarantula. Okay, cool. I don't know if he's a grass type based on his coloring, but he's definitely gives me like grass, like kind of like grass spider, or just basic like spider that you would find in the grass kind of vibes, or like a jumping spider. But the little web that he has on his back is pretty interesting though. I'm gonna go for Pound because I feel like our Water Gun might actually knock him out. Yeah, we do way too much damage with a normal Pound. So yeah, Water Gun might have actually dropped him to red actually. Oh, we actually have 16. Ooh, okay. I actually thought we had less than that, but I'll definitely take that. We might actually catch him here. Yep, we got him. Okay, cool. We got Tarantula. I'll take him. He definitely seems like a Pokemon that I would definitely use for a bit. Oh, what was that? But Tarantula, string ball Pokemon, bug type. The thread it secretes from its rear is as strong as wire. The secret behind the thread's strength is a topic of ongoing research. Okay, and he's almost 9 pounds, but 1 inch in, or 1 foot in height. Okay, interesting Pokemon. Would you like to give him a nickname? Yes. And actually, I think I have an interesting name for him. I'm gonna give the reference, but we're gonna name him Jeff. And the reference is, if you guys have ever watched Billy and Mandy, there is a giant spider in that show that is called Jeff the Spider. And I think that's a pretty good name for a spider, honestly, if I have a good reference for it. So I'll name him Jeff. Welcome to the team, Jeff. But we'll add him to our party. And now we have ourselves a nice little stringy spider Pokemon. Huh. Or Tarantula. Or Tarantula, based on the naming. But definitely cool. I'll take it. But, I think this is where we'll end off today's episode, since, like I said, I wanted to do the basic, get the basic guide out of the way. And, oh, hello, free revive. I'll take that. But yeah, now that we have, like, the basic guide under control, and now we understand all the basics, I feel like once we get into the next one, we'll definitely be jumping straight into the story, or the main story. Obviously, we were doing story this whole time, but now the tutorial part of the story is now over, so I feel like we'll definitely be in a better situation. And also, might as well grab some free items while I'm ending off today's episode with you guys. But yeah, I feel like we're definitely going to be able to go anywhere we want in between here and the next episode. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.